Hello, and welcome. Prepare to journey back in time, to a world where the click-clack of keys held a certain magic, a world where communication was a tactile experience, not just a digital flash. Today, we're diving deep into the fascinating world of the 1941 Smith-Corona typewriter, a true icon of a bygone era. Before us sits this magnificent machine, a testament to elegant engineering and enduring craftsmanship. This isn't just a piece of office equipment, it's a portal to a different time, a window into the history of communication. Imagine the countless stories it could tell, the letters penned, the poems composed, the novels crafted on its sturdy keys. This 1941 Smith-Corona is more than a typewriter, it's a piece of living history. This guide isn't just about learning to use this beautiful machine, it's about appreciating its significance. We'll be exploring its mechanics, understanding its unique features, and mastering the art of typing on this vintage marvel. We'll unravel the mysteries of its inner workings, from the intricate escapement mechanism to the satisfying thud of the carriage return. We'll learn how to insert the paper, adjust the margins, and master the art of creating perfectly aligned text. Over the next hour and 20 minutes, we will embark on a comprehensive exploration of this remarkable piece of technology. We'll cover everything from the basics of operation to more advanced techniques, ensuring you'll be able to confidently use this 1941 Smith-Corona. We'll delve into troubleshooting common issues, providing practical solutions for any bumps along the way. This isn't just a tutorial, it's an experience. It's a chance to connect with a piece of history, to appreciate the craftsmanship of a bygone era, and to rediscover the pure joy of creating something tangible, something real, with your own two hands. Get ready to be captivated by the charm and elegance of the 1941 Smith-Corona, and prepare to unleash your inner wordsmith. Let's begin our journey into the world of mechanical typing, where each keystroke echoes with history and precision. By the end of this guide, you'll not only know how to use this typewriter, but you'll understand why it holds such a special place in history and why it continues to fascinate and inspire us today. So sit back, relax, and prepare to be amazed. This is going to be a truly rewarding experience. And who knows, maybe this will be the start of your own love affair with vintage typewriters. Let's get started. Before we dive into the exciting world of typing, let's give our 1941 Smith-Corona a thorough once-over. Think of this as a pre-flight check for your time-traveling writing machine. A careful initial inspection will not only ensure a smooth typing experience but also help us appreciate the intricate craftsmanship of this vintage beauty. Let's start with the overall condition. Examine the typewriter's casing for any significant damage, cracks, dents, or significant wear and tear. Note the finish, is it original, or has it been refinished? Observe the color, noting any inconsistencies that might indicate repairs or previous alterations. Take your time, each mark tells a story. Now, let's focus on the keyboard itself. Carefully examine each key for any signs of wear, damage, or sticking. Gently press each key to feel for any resistance or unusual movements. Listen carefully, a smooth, consistent click-clack sound is what we're aiming for. Any erratic noises might indicate a problem that needs addressing later on. Next, let's inspect the carriage. This is the moving part that holds the paper and moves across as you type. Check for smooth movement, ensuring it glides back and forth without any jamming or resistance. Pay close attention to the carriage return lever, it should operate smoothly, bringing the carriage back to the beginning of the line with a satisfying click. Now, let's look at the type bars, the individual metal arms that strike the paper to create the letters. Check for any bent or damaged type bars. Inspect the type slugs at the end of each type bar, are they clearly stamped, or are any of them worn or damaged? These delicate components are the heart of the typewriter, so paying attention to their condition is crucial. Don't forget to examine the paper feed mechanism. This intricate system ensures your paper moves smoothly through the typewriter. Check for any blockages or inconsistencies in its movement. This is where things can easily get jammed, so a careful inspection is particularly important here. Finally, take a look at the ribbon. Although we'll replace it later in the guide, a quick visual check can give you an idea of its condition. A worn-out ribbon will produce faint or uneven impressions. Check for any tangles or tears. By taking this time for a careful inspection, we're not just preparing for a smooth typing session, we're building a deeper appreciation for the engineering marvel that is the 1941 Smith-Corona. Remember, this typewriter has a history, and understanding its current condition is the first step in respecting and preserving that history. Now that we've completed our initial assessment, we're ready to move on to the next step in our journey. Let's learn how to properly prepare our typewriter for use. Now that we've given our 1941 Smith-Corona a thorough inspection, it's time to breathe life back into this magnificent machine by inserting a fresh ribbon. This seemingly simple task is crucial for producing crisp, clear text. Let's make sure we get it right. First, locate the ribbon spools. These are usually situated at either side of the typewriter, often underneath a cover or panel. You might need to consult your typewriter's manual for precise locations, as designs can vary slightly. Once located, carefully open the spool compartments. Now, let's examine the ribbon itself. Most 1941 Smith-Corona typewriters use fabric ribbons, although some might have used different materials. These ribbons typically come in two spools, one for each color, usually black and red. Note that the ribbon might be rolled tightly. Gently unwind a small section before starting. Take one ribbon spool and carefully insert it into the designated spool holder. Make sure the ribbon feeds correctly. You'll usually find a small arrow or indicator showing the direction of feed. Don't force it, a gentle insertion is all that's needed. If you encounter resistance, double-check the orientation of the spool. Now, let's thread the ribbon. This part requires a bit of patience and careful observation. The ribbon path is often marked with arrows or guides. Follow these guides meticulously, leading the ribbon across the type bars and onto the second spool holder. Ensure the ribbon is properly seated in all the guides and loops. Any misalignment will result in uneven typing. Once the ribbon is threaded, insert the second spool into its holder. Again, pay close attention to the direction of feed, ensuring the ribbon winds smoothly onto both spools. Avoid pulling the ribbon too tightly, maintain a gentle tension. Now comes the crucial part, setting the ribbon tension. Most 1941 Smith-Corona typewriters have a tension adjustment knob or lever. This allows you to regulate the pressure with which the ribbon strikes the type bars. Experiment with different tension settings until you achieve the desired print quality. Too much tension might cause the ribbon to break, while too little will result in faint impressions. Once you've achieved optimal tension, close the spool compartments. Give the carriage a few gentle back and forth movements to ensure the ribbon moves freely. We're almost there. Now, let's test it. Type a few words to check for alignment and print quality. If the letters appear faint or uneven, you might need to adjust the ribbon tension or check for any kinks or misalignments in the ribbon path. With the ribbon correctly inserted, your 1941 Smith-Corona is now ready to produce beautifully inked words. Remember, a properly installed ribbon is essential for a smooth typing experience and preserving the longevity of your typewriter. Now, let's move on to the next step in our journey, where we'll learn how to master the art of paper insertion. With the ribbon inked and ready, let's prepare the stage for our words, by correctly placing the paper. This seemingly simple step is crucial for a smooth and efficient typing experience. Let's ensure we get it just right. First, select your paper. While standard letter-sized paper is common, your 1941 Smith-Corona might accommodate other sizes, depending on its specific model. Consult your user manual to confirm compatible paper sizes. The type of paper also matters. Thicker, heavier paper might jam the mechanism, while very thin paper might wrinkle or tear. For optimal results, use a good quality, medium weight paper. Now, let's position the paper. Locate the paper rollers. These are usually at the top of the typewriter, often near the platen, the cylinder that holds the paper. Carefully lift the paper bale, a small lever that holds the paper in place. This will allow you to insert the paper smoothly. Take your sheet of paper and gently slide it into the paper rollers. Make sure the paper's edge is aligned with the platen's edge. Pay close attention to alignment. Any misalignment will lead to uneven printing and potential jams. It's essential to ensure the paper is straight and not skewed. Once the paper is aligned, carefully lower the paper bale. The paper should now be firmly held in place by the rollers. Gently roll the paper forward using the paper release lever or knob. This ensures the paper is firmly gripped and ready for typing. If you're using a different paper size, the process remains similar. However, you might need to adjust the paper guides, usually found on either side of the platen. These guides help to keep the paper aligned, preventing it from shifting during typing. Adjust them as needed to accommodate the paper size you're using. Now, let's check for smooth feeding. Gently turn the platen knob. This should move the paper smoothly through the rollers. Any resistance or jamming indicates a problem with the paper placement or the paper feed mechanism itself. In such cases, recheck the paper alignment and ensure the paper bale is securely engaged. Remember, proper paper placement is critical for avoiding jams and ensuring clean, straight lines of text. It's a simple step, but a crucial one in mastering the art of typing on a vintage machine like the 1941 Smith-Corona. Now that the paper is perfectly positioned, we're ready to start typing. Let's move on to the next step and learn how to use the keyboard effectively. With the ribbon inked and the paper perfectly positioned, we stand at the precipice of creation, ready to type our first words on this magnificent 1941 Smith-Corona. But before we unleash our thoughts onto the page, let's understand the heart of the machine's mechanics, the carriage return lever. This unassuming lever is the key to moving from the end of one line to the beginning of the next. It's a seemingly simple mechanism, yet its smooth and precise operation is essential for a satisfying typing experience and for preserving the longevity of your typewriter. Let's learn how to use it correctly. Locate the carriage return lever. It's usually a long, sturdy lever positioned at the right-hand side of the typewriter. It's often quite substantial, reflecting the robust engineering of these classic machines. Observe its movement. It should move smoothly and effortlessly. Any stiffness or resistance indicates a potential problem that needs attention. Before attempting your first carriage return, gently press the lever. Feel its movement. It should glide smoothly, not jerk or stick. If it feels stiff, do not force it. Consult a repair manual or seek expert advice to avoid damage. Remember, these machines are vintage. Gentle handling is crucial. Now, let's initiate the carriage return. After typing a line of text, gently but firmly depress the carriage return lever. As you do so, you'll hear a satisfying thunk as the carriage returns to the left margin. Simultaneously, the platen will advance, moving the paper up one line, ready for the next line of text. Notice the subtle yet significant mechanics at play. The lever's movement not only moves the carriage but also engages a mechanism that advances the paper. This integrated functionality is a testament to the elegant design of these mechanical marvels. Appreciate the precision engineering as the carriage glides back, ready for your next line. Avoid using excessive force when operating the carriage return lever. Gentle, controlled movements are crucial to ensure smooth operation and prevent damage to the delicate internal mechanisms. Remember, we're working with a vintage machine. A gentle touch is always appreciated. The smooth operation of the carriage return is essential for an enjoyable typing experience. A well-maintained carriage return mechanism ensures that your 1941 Smith-Corona remains a reliable and satisfying writing companion. Now that you've mastered the carriage return, let's move on to exploring the keyboard and the art of typing itself. Let your fingers dance across the keys and discover the joy of mechanical typing. Now that we've mastered the fundamentals, ribbon replacement, paper placement, and the carriage return, it's time to delve into the heart of the typing experience, the keyboard itself. And the key to efficient and comfortable typing lies in proper finger placement. We'll focus on the home row, the foundation of touch typing. This is where your fingers rest when not actively typing. Finding and maintaining the home row position is crucial for speed, accuracy, and preventing fatigue. Locate the home row keys. These are typically marked with small bumps or raised features, although on your 1941 Smith-Corona, you might need to rely on visual cues and practice to learn them. The home row consists of the keys ASDF for your left hand and IJKL for your right. Find these keys. They are your navigational anchors. Now, position your hands. Place your left index finger on the F key, your middle finger on a D, your ring finger on S, and your pinky finger on R. Your right hand mirrors this, pinky finger on semicolon, ring finger on L, middle finger on K, and index finger on a J. Your thumbs hover above the space bar, ready to act. Maintain a relaxed posture. Sit upright with your feet flat on the floor, ensuring your back is supported. Keep your wrists straight and relaxed, avoid bending or flexing them. Your hands should be slightly curved, forming a natural arch. This posture is vital for comfort and preventing strain during longer typing sessions. The home row is your base. All other keys are reached by extending your fingers from this central position. Remember the feel of the keys under your fingertips. The subtle differences in key feel will help you locate them without looking. Practice makes perfect. Spend time practicing finding and returning to the home row. Initially, it might feel awkward, but with practice, it will become second nature. Remember the finger placement and strive to maintain it consistently. Accuracy is more important than speed in the beginning. Efficient touch typing reduces errors and increases speed. Mastering the home row is the cornerstone of this efficiency. It's a crucial step to unlock the full potential of your 1941 Smith-Corona and to enjoy the satisfying rhythm of mechanical typing. With consistent practice and attention to posture, you'll soon be typing with speed and accuracy. Let's start with some simple exercises to build muscle memory and improve your finger dexterity. Now that your fingers are comfortably nestled on the home row, let's begin our journey into the world of basic keystrokes. This isn't just about hitting keys, it's about developing accuracy, rhythm, and a feel for the machine. Remember, we're not racing, we're building a foundation for effortless typing. Let's start with simple letter combinations. Practice typing dad, sars, fifi, and ikaka. Focus on the smooth transition between keys, maintaining your home row position between each stroke. Feel the satisfying click of each key, the precise movement of the type bars. Next, let's move to simple words. Type fast, desk, jump, and bake. These words incorporate letters both on and off the home row, helping you extend your fingers smoothly and accurately. Pay close attention to your finger movements, ensuring a controlled and deliberate approach. Accuracy is paramount. Don't rush. It's better to type slowly and accurately than quickly and with errors. Each keystroke should be intentional, precise, and rhythmical. Strive for consistency, this will naturally increase your speed over time. As you type, notice the feel of the keys. The tactile feedback is an essential part of the experience. The satisfying click of each key provides confirmation of your input, enhancing the overall experience. This is one of the unique pleasures of using a mechanical typewriter. Now, let's introduce some slightly more complex words. Try, adjust, system, quality, and a blanket. These words incorporate a wider range of keys, demanding more finger coordination. Continue to focus on your rhythm, maintaining a consistent pace. Don't be discouraged if you make mistakes. Errors are part of the learning process. Simply correct them and continue. Over time, your accuracy and speed will naturally improve. The key is consistent practice and a focus on proper technique. As you become more comfortable, experiment with short sentences. Start with simple sentences like "The quick brown fox jumps over the lazy dog." This classic pangram utilizes all the letters of the alphabet, giving you a comprehensive practice session. Remember to take breaks. Extended typing sessions can lead to fatigue. Regular breaks will help prevent strain and maintain your focus. A well-rested mind and body contribute significantly to effective typing. Continue practicing these exercises, gradually increasing the complexity of words and sentences. With consistent practice and a focus on accuracy, you'll soon master the fundamentals of typing on your 1941 Smith-Corona, unlocking the joy of this timeless machine. Let's move on to exploring more advanced techniques and features. Now that you're comfortable with lowercase letters, let's unlock the power of uppercase and special characters, a world of punctuation and emphasis. The key to this is, of course, the Shift key. Located, you'll likely find it on either side of the keyboard. The Shift key is your gateway to uppercase letters. To type an uppercase letter, hold down the Shift key with either your pinky finger, on the left or right, depending on which key you're using, and simultaneously press the desired letter key. Release both keys to return to lowercase. Try typing your name in all capitals, focusing on the coordinated press and release of both keys. Practice typing sentences that incorporate both uppercase and lowercase letters. Remember to use capital letters for the beginning of sentences and proper nouns. Experiment with different combinations, gradually increasing the complexity of your sentences. Focus on the smooth transition between uppercase and lowercase letters, maintaining a consistent rhythm. Your 1941 Smith-Corona likely doesn't have a dedicated caps lock key, a feature of modern typewriters. This means each uppercase letter requires a deliberate Shift key press. This might seem less efficient than a caps lock, but it encourages mindfulness and precision in your typing. Beyond uppercase letters, the Shift key also unlocks a world of special characters and punctuation marks. Experiment with these. Locate the symbols above the numbers and letters. Each requires a Shift key press to access. Practice typing sentences that include commas, periods, question marks, and exclamation points. Notice how the Shift key changes the functionality of certain keys. It's a versatile tool that expands the capabilities of your typewriter. Mastering its use is essential for creating well-formatted and expressive text. Don't be afraid to experiment, explore the various symbols and punctuation marks at your disposal. The Shift key is a fundamental aspect of typing. Its efficient and accurate use will significantly improve your typing speed and the overall quality of your work. Practice will make you more comfortable with the combination of keystrokes. The more you type, the more natural this process will become. Remember, smooth transitions are key. Avoid jerky movements. A fluid rhythm is essential for efficient typing. The smooth interplay between Shift key and letter keys is a testament to the elegant design of this vintage machine. As you become more proficient, you'll find the rhythm of shifting becomes second nature. With practice, your typing will become more fluent and expressive. You'll be able to seamlessly incorporate uppercase and lowercase letters, along with punctuation marks, enhancing the clarity and impact of your written work. Let's move on to explore more advanced typing techniques. Beyond the alphabet lies a world of numbers, punctuation, and special characters, all essential for crafting complete and expressive text. Let's explore how to access these vital elements on your 1941 Smith-Corona. You'll find that the layout is both intuitive and efficient, a testament to the design of these classic machines. First, let's tackle the numbers. Notice the row of numerals typically located above the alphabet keys. To type a number, simply press the corresponding key. No need for the Shift key here, these keys are dedicated to numerical input. Practice typing your address or phone number to get a feel for the numerical keys. Now, let's move on to punctuation. Commas, periods, question marks, and exclamation points are fundamental elements of written communication. These are often located above the letters, requiring a Shift key to access. Remember the technique, hold down the Shift key while pressing the desired punctuation mark key. Practice typing a short sentence incorporating various punctuation marks. Your 1941 Smith-Corona likely features a few special characters beyond standard punctuation. These might include symbols like the ampersand, a ampersand symbol, $sign, a dollar symbol, and perhaps even a few others depending on the specific model. These are typically accessed using the Shift key in combination with a specific letter or number key. Refer to your typewriter's keyboard layout to identify the precise key combinations. Take your time exploring these symbols. Experiment with different combinations to understand their placement and activation. Remember, precision and accuracy are key. Each keystroke should be deliberate and intentional. Don't rush the process, focus on accuracy first, and speed will follow. Pay attention to the location of each special character on the keyboard. Knowing where each symbol is located will significantly improve your typing efficiency. With practice, you'll be able to locate and type special characters effortlessly. Your familiarity with the keyboard will grow with each typing session. The mastery of special characters will significantly enhance your ability to create nuanced and expressive text. It's not just about typing words, it's about crafting complete and grammatically correct sentences. These special characters add context, clarity, and style to your writing. Remember, consistent practice is the key to mastering these elements. Type short sentences and paragraphs incorporating various numbers, punctuation marks, and special characters. The more you practice, the more natural and intuitive this process will become. Soon, you'll be effortlessly typing anything from a shopping list to a short story. As you progress, you'll appreciate the unique charm of using a vintage typewriter, where each keystroke is a deliberate act, enhancing the overall experience of writing. Let's move on to explore more advanced techniques and refine your typing skills further. Now that you're comfortable with letters, numbers, and punctuation, let's refine your typing with two essential tools, the space bar and the tab key. These seemingly simple elements are crucial for creating well-formatted, readable text. Proper use of these keys will elevate your typing from functional to truly expressive. The space bar, that long expanse at the bottom of your keyboard, is your primary tool for separating words. A single press inserts a standard space between words, ensuring readability. Avoid multiple spaces between words, one is sufficient. Consistent spacing makes your writing appear clean and professional. Practice typing a few sentences, paying close attention to the consistent spacing between each word. The consistent use of the space bar is fundamental to clear communication. It's not merely about separating words, it's about creating visual clarity and enhancing the overall aesthetic appeal of your typed text. A single, well-placed space creates a visual rhythm that guides the reader's eye across the page. Now, let's explore the tab key. This is often a slightly larger key, sometimes located to the left of the cues key. Pressing the tab key moves the carriage a set distance to the right, creating an indentation. This is particularly useful for creating lists, outlining text, and aligning different parts of your document. Imagine you're writing a letter. You'll want to indent the first line of each paragraph to improve readability. The tab key allows you to do this consistently and efficiently. Practice creating a short paragraph, indenting the first line using the tab key. Notice how the indentation neatly sets apart your paragraph from the rest of the text. The tab key is also useful for creating columns or aligning information. If you're creating a table or a list of items, the tab key enables you to neatly align elements in columns. This feature adds structure and clarity to your written work, making it easier for the reader to follow and understand. Experiment with creating a small table using the tab key to align your data. The skillful use of tabs adds a level of sophistication to your typed documents. It's more than just spacing, it's about creating structure, readability, and a visually appealing document. In essence, it is a tool for precision and organization. Remember, consistent use of the space bar and the tab key is essential for creating well-formatted documents. Mastering these tools will transform your typing from simple word processing to the creation of polished and professional-looking text. With consistent practice, you will find yourself instinctively using both keys to create visually appealing and easy-to-read documents. Let's move on to explore more advanced features of your 1941 Smith-Corona. Let's delve into the fascinating mechanics at the heart of your 1941 Smith-Corona, the type bars. These are the unsung heroes, the intricate components that bring your words to life on the page. Understanding their function will not only enhance your appreciation for this vintage machine, but will also improve your typing technique and help you maintain your typewriter's longevity. Imagine a carefully orchestrated dance, a precise ballet of metal and motion. When you press a key, a corresponding type bar, a small, lever-like component, swings upwards. Each type bar carries a single character, meticulously engraved at its end. The type bar's journey is the essence of mechanical typing. As the type bar ascends, it strikes the ink ribbon position between the type bar and the paper. This impact transfers the ink from the ribbon onto the paper, imprinting the character onto the page. The precision of this impact is remarkable, a testament to the engineering of these classic machines. The force of the strike must be just right, not too weak to create a faint impression, and not too strong to damage the delicate type bar or the paper. The type bars themselves are arranged in a complex yet elegant configuration, a carefully designed system that ensures each character finds its precise place on the page. This intricate arrangement allows for the swift and accurate printing of characters, facilitating efficient and smooth typing. Observing the type bars in action is a captivating experience, a miniature mechanical marvel at work. The mechanism is surprisingly simple in its elegance. A series of levers and linkages work in concert, ensuring each type bar strikes the ribbon at precisely the right moment. The timing and precision of this movement are crucial for creating clean, well-defined characters. A slight misalignment can lead to smudged or poorly formed letters. The type bars are not just functional, they are also aesthetic elements, each character meticulously crafted and precisely positioned. Their design and arrangement reflect the care and precision that went into manufacturing these vintage typewriters. The way they move, strike, and return is a beautiful example of mechanical engineering at its finest. Maintaining the type bars is essential for keeping your typewriter in optimal condition. Avoid striking keys too forcefully, as this could damage the delicate type bars over time. Regular cleaning can remove dust and debris, preventing jams and ensuring smooth operation. Understanding the type bars allows you to appreciate the intricate mechanics that underlie the simple act of typing. It's a connection to a bygone era of craftsmanship and precision engineering. By understanding this mechanism, you'll develop a deeper appreciation for the history and craftsmanship inherent in your 1941 Smith-Corona. Let's proceed to explore further aspects of this remarkable machine. Now, let's explore the elegant mechanics behind the carriage return, a pivotal element in the efficient operation of your 1941 Smith-Corona. This seemingly simple action is a marvel of engineering, a seamless blend of precision and power that allows you to move to the next line of text. Understanding its workings will not only enhance your typing experience but also help you maintain your typewriter's smooth operation. The carriage return lever, usually located on the right-hand side of the machine, is your primary tool for moving the carriage to the beginning of the next line. When you press this lever, a series of interconnected parts springs into action, a silent symphony of gears and levers. This isn't just a simple return, it's a carefully choreographed sequence designed for optimal efficiency. At the heart of the mechanism lies a sophisticated system of gears and springs. As you depress the carriage return lever, these components work in harmony to pull the carriage back across the page. The movement is smooth and precise, ensuring the carriage returns to its starting position without a hitch. The design's elegance lies in its simplicity and effectiveness. The carriage return mechanism also incorporates a type bar return mechanism. As the carriage moves back, the type bars are simultaneously reset to their original position, preparing them for the next line of typing. This simultaneous action is crucial for efficiency, ensuring there's no delay between lines. The integrated design emphasizes the harmonious working of the machine's different parts. The rhythmic click of the carriage return is a hallmark of mechanical typing, a satisfying sound that underscores the tangible connection you have with the machine. This auditory feedback provides confirmation of each line's completion, allowing for a more mindful and focused typing experience. It is more than just a machine, it is a tool that engages both your hands and your ears. Proper use of the carriage return is essential for maintaining the typewriter's longevity. Avoid forceful actions, a gentle but firm press is all that's needed to activate the mechanism. Overly forceful returns can strain the gears and springs, leading to premature wear and tear. Treat this mechanism with respect and care, and it will reward you with years of faithful service. The carriage return mechanism is more than just a functional component, it is a testament to the ingenuity and precision of the engineers who designed this remarkable machine. Its elegance and efficiency are a hallmark of this vintage technology. Understanding its function will deepen your appreciation for this classic typewriter, and its proper use will ensure its continued smooth operation for years to come. Now, let's move on to explore. Now, let's refine your document's presentation by mastering margin settings. Think of margins as the elegant framing of your typed masterpiece, defining the boundaries of your text and enhancing its visual appeal. On your 1941 Smith-Corona, precise margin control is achieved through a simple yet effective mechanism, the margin levers. Locate these small levers, usually found on either side of the carriage. These seemingly unassuming components offer surprisingly precise control over your document's layout. By adjusting these levers, you'll dictate the space between the typed text and the edges of the paper, creating a visually balanced and professional-looking document. The left margin lever controls the left-hand boundary of your text. Moving this lever to the left will increase the left margin, pushing your text further to the right. Conversely, moving it to the right will decrease the margin, bringing your text closer to the left edge of the page. Experiment to find the margin that best suits your needs. Similarly, the right margin lever governs the right-hand boundary. Adjusting this lever allows you to control the spacing between your text and the right edge of the paper. Experiment with different margin settings to see how they affect the overall look of your document. A well-chosen margin contributes significantly to the document's readability and aesthetic appeal. The beauty of these levers lies in their tactile feedback. As you move them, you'll feel a distinct click at each increment, providing a tangible confirmation of your adjustment. This tactile engagement is a delightful aspect of using a vintage typewriter, adding to the overall sensory experience. It's a subtle but satisfying detail that enhances the typing process. Proper margin settings are crucial for creating professional-looking documents. Consistent margins enhance readability and give your typed work a polished appearance. Uneven margins, on the other hand, can create a disorganized and unprofessional impression. Mastering margin control is essential for producing high-quality documents that reflect your attention to detail. Beyond aesthetics, margin adjustments are important for different types of documents. A wider left margin might be preferred for formal letters, while narrower margins might suit more informal notes or drafts. Understanding how to adjust margins gives you the flexibility to adapt your document's layout to suit its purpose and style. Remember, practice makes perfect. Experiment with different margin settings to find the combination that best suits your preferences and the type of document you're creating. The tactile nature of these adjustments makes the learning process engaging and rewarding. Soon, you'll be effortlessly setting margins, creating perfectly formatted documents with the ease of an experienced typist. With this skill mastered, let's move on to. Let's now delve into the art of line spacing, a subtle yet powerful tool for enhancing the visual appeal and readability of your typed documents. Line spacing, simply put, refers to the vertical distance between lines of text. On your 1941 Smith-Corona, this seemingly simple adjustment offers surprisingly significant control over your document's overall appearance. Unlike modern word processors with multiple line spacing options, your vintage typewriter offers a more hands-on, tactile approach. The primary method for adjusting line spacing involves the carriage return lever and your own deliberate actions. By simply pressing the carriage return lever once after each line, you achieve single spacing, the most common and often preferred setting for most documents. It's straightforward and efficient. However, for specific purposes, you might want to adjust the spacing. To achieve double spacing, press the carriage return lever twice after each line. This increases the vertical space between lines, making your document appear less dense and potentially improving readability, especially for longer texts or documents requiring annotations. It's a simple technique with significant visual impact. Consider the effect of different line spacing on readability. Single spacing is efficient for saving paper and creating compact documents, ideal for drafts or notes. However, double spacing offers greater visual clarity and is often preferred for formal documents, letters, or anything requiring ease of reading and potential for later additions. The choice depends entirely on your needs and preferences. Beyond single and double spacing, you can achieve even greater vertical spacing through creative use of the carriage return. Triple spacing, achieved by pressing the carriage return 3 times after each line, creates significant white space. This is particularly useful when you need to emphasize certain points or create visual separation within a document. It's a stylistic choice that can enhance the impact of your message. Remember that the line spacing you choose directly affects the overall length of your document. Double or triple spacing will result in a longer document compared to single spacing for the same amount of text. This is an important consideration when you have a limited amount of paper or are concerned about the overall length of your typed material. Planning ahead is key. The choice of line spacing is a stylistic decision that contributes significantly to the overall aesthetic appeal of your document. Experiment with different line spacing options to discover which best suits your needs and preferences. The tactile nature of adjusting line spacing on a mechanical typewriter adds a unique and engaging element to the writing process. Now that you've mastered line spacing, let's explore. Even the most skilled typists make mistakes. Fortunately, your 1941 Smith-Corona, despite its vintage charm, provides a simple yet effective method for correcting errors: the backspace key. This unassuming key, often located to the left of the main keyboard, is your ally in the pursuit of typo-free documents. Unlike the delete function on modern computers, the backspace key on your typewriter operates mechanically. Each press of the backspace key moves the carriage slightly backward, erasing the last typed character. This direct, mechanical action is part of the typewriter's unique charm and tactile experience. It's a satisfying, physical interaction that underscores the craftsmanship of the machine. To use the backspace key effectively, gently but firmly press the key. Avoid forceful or aggressive pressing, as this could damage the delicate mechanism. Remember, a gentle touch is key to preserving the integrity and longevity of your vintage typewriter. Treat your machine with respect, and it will reward you with years of faithful service. The backspace key is most effective when used immediately after making a typing error. The sooner you correct a mistake, the less likely it is to disrupt the flow of your work. Don't hesitate to use the backspace key liberally. It's better to correct errors as you go than to spend time editing a whole page later. Efficiency is key. However, the backspace key isn't a magic eraser. It only removes characters one at a time. For larger corrections, you might need to use other techniques. For instance, if you've made a significant error, it might be more efficient to simply cross out the mistake with a pen and rewrite the corrected section. A clean, clear correction is preferred over an excessive use of backspace. Overuse of the backspace key, especially forceful pressing, can strain the mechanism and potentially lead to damage. Always press the key gently and consistently. Avoid jamming or forcing the key, as this can lead to malfunctions or even breakage. Remember, this machine is a work of art and deserves proper care. The backspace key, when used properly, is a powerful tool for creating clean, error-free documents. It allows you to maintain a smooth workflow, correcting minor errors instantly without disrupting your typing rhythm. Mastering its use is essential for efficient and effective typing on your 1941 Smith-Corona. With this skill refined, let's explore another crucial aspect of efficient typing. Maintaining the pristine condition of your 1941 Smith-Corona typewriter isn't just about aesthetics, it's crucial for ensuring its continued accuracy and smooth operation. One essential aspect of this maintenance is keeping the type bars clean. Over time, dust, debris, and ink residue can accumulate on these vital components, hindering their performance and potentially affecting the clarity of your typed characters. Before you begin, gather your cleaning supplies. You'll need a soft, lint-free cloth, a small, soft-bristled brush, an old toothbrush works perfectly, and possibly a gentle cleaning solution specifically designed for delicate metal surfaces. Avoid harsh chemicals or abrasive cleaners, as these could damage the type bar's finish. Gentle is key. With your supplies ready, carefully lift the type bars. Most 1941 Smith-Corona models allow for easy access to the type bars. Refer to your typewriter's manual for specific instructions if needed. Once you have access, gently inspect the type bars for any visible debris, dust, or ink buildup. Using the soft bristled brush, gently sweep away any loose dust or debris from the type bars. Work carefully and methodically, ensuring that you reach all areas of each type bar. Avoid applying excessive pressure, as this could bend or damage the delicate type bars. A gentle touch is always best. For stubborn ink residue or more ingrained dirt, you can lightly dampen your lint-free cloth with a small amount of the gentle cleaning solution. Gently wipe each type bar, ensuring that you remove all traces of ink or dirt. Remember to use minimal moisture to avoid damaging the typewriter's internal mechanisms. Less is more. Once you've thoroughly cleaned the type bars, allow them to air dry completely before using the typewriter again. Avoid operating the machine while the type bars are wet, as this could lead to malfunctions or damage. Patience is a virtue in typewriter maintenance. Regular cleaning of the type bars is essential for maintaining the accuracy and longevity of your 1941 Smith-Corona. By investing a little time in this simple maintenance task, you'll ensure that your typewriter continues to produce crisp, clear text for years to come. The satisfaction of a well-maintained machine is immeasurable. Now that we've addressed type bar cleaning, let's move on to a faded ribbon is a sure sign it's time for a fresh start with your 1941 Smith-Corona. Changing the ribbon isn't a daunting task, but it does require a gentle hand and careful attention to detail. Let's embark on this revitalizing process together. Before you begin, ensure you have a new ribbon spool specifically designed for your Smith-Corona model. Using the correct ribbon is essential for optimal performance and to avoid potential damage. First, locate the ribbon spools. These are usually situated at either side of the typewriter's carriage. You'll notice two spools, one containing the used ribbon and the other, currently empty, awaiting the new ribbon. Gently release the tension on the existing ribbon by carefully loosening the appropriate levers or knobs. Consult your typewriter's manual for precise instructions if needed. Once the tension is released, you can carefully remove the old ribbon spool. Handle it gently to prevent any accidental damage to the delicate ribbon itself. Remember, this is a mechanical marvel. Once removed, set the old spool aside for proper disposal. Recycling options may be available, depending on the ribbon's composition. Check your local recycling guidelines. Now, take your new ribbon spool and carefully insert it into the empty spool holder. Make sure it's securely in place before moving on to the next step. Ensure the ribbon is threaded correctly. The ribbon should feed smoothly across the type bars. Again, your manual is your friend here. With the new ribbon spool installed, re-engage the ribbon tension mechanism. Do this gradually, ensuring that the ribbon is feeding correctly and smoothly across the type bars. Avoid over-tightening, as this could damage the ribbon or the mechanism itself. A gentle, firm tension is all you need. Finally, test your new ribbon by typing a few lines of text. Observe the clarity and darkness of the print. If the print is too light or faded, you may need to adjust the ribbon tension slightly. This is where patience and fine-tuning are crucial. Changing your ribbon is a straightforward yet rewarding process. It's a small act of maintenance that significantly impacts the performance and longevity of your vintage typewriter. The crisp, clean print from a fresh ribbon is a testament to the meticulous care you've shown your machine. With your ribbon changed, you're ready to. The rhythmic click-clack of your 1941 Smith-Corona is music to the ears, but sometimes, even the most well-maintained machines can develop a little stiffness. This is where lubrication comes in, a crucial aspect of maintaining your typewriter's smooth and efficient operation. However, lubrication isn't a routine task. It's needed only when you notice resistance or stiffness in the carriage return, the shift keys, or other moving parts. Over-lubrication can be just as detrimental as under-lubrication. Before you begin, gather the right lubricant. Avoid using household oils or greases. These can attract dust and grime, ultimately hindering your typewriter's performance. Instead, opt for a high-quality typewriter lubricant specifically formulated for delicate mechanical parts. These lubricants are designed to minimize dust attraction and ensure smooth, long-lasting performance. Your local typewriter repair shop or online retailer specializing in vintage typewriters will be able to advise on suitable products. Now, let's address the lubrication process itself. Start by carefully identifying the areas that require attention. Look for any visible signs of dryness or stiffness in the moving parts. Common areas needing lubrication include the carriage return mechanism, the shift key levers, and the type bar segments. Remember, a little goes a long way. Using a very small amount of lubricant, a single drop is often sufficient. Apply it directly to the identified areas. Avoid over-lubricating, as excess lubricant can attract dust and lead to gumming of the moving parts. It's better to err on the side of caution. You can always add more if necessary, but removing excess lubricant is more difficult. After applying the lubricant, gently operate the relevant parts of the typewriter, the carriage return, the shift keys, etc., several times to distribute the lubricant evenly. This ensures that the lubricant reaches all the necessary areas and facilitates smooth movement. Listen for any changes in the sound and feel of the machine. A smoother, quieter operation is the desired outcome. Once the lubricant has been distributed, wipe away any excess using a soft, lint-free cloth. Excess lubricant can attract dust and debris, negating the benefits of lubrication. The goal is smooth, clean operation, not a greasy mess. Lubrication is a critical, yet infrequent, step in maintaining your 1941 Smith-Corona. By using the correct lubricant and applying it sparingly, you can ensure that your typewriter continues to operate smoothly and efficiently for years to come. Remember, proper lubrication is a testament to your commitment to preserving this piece of history. Now, let's explore. Your 1941 Smith-Corona typewriter is more than just a machine, it's a piece of history, a testament to craftsmanship, and a tool for creative expression. To ensure its longevity and continued smooth operation, proper storage and handling are paramount. Let's explore the best practices to keep your typewriter in pristine condition for years to come. First and foremost, avoid exposing your typewriter to extreme temperatures or humidity. Fluctuations in temperature and humidity can cause the metal parts to expand and contract, potentially leading to warping or damage. Ideal storage conditions are a cool, dry environment, away from direct sunlight or sources of heat. A climate-controlled room is ideal, but a cool, dry closet will also suffice. When not in use, always cover your typewriter with a protective cover. This will shield it from dust, dirt, and other airborne particles that can accumulate over time and hinder its performance. A soft, breathable cover is ideal. Avoid using plastic covers, which can trap moisture and promote the growth of mold. When transporting your typewriter, exercise extreme caution. Always use a sturdy carrying case specifically designed for typewriters. This will protect it from bumps, shocks, and accidental drops during transit. Never place heavy objects on top of the typewriter, and always handle it with care, avoiding any sudden movements or jarring motions. Regular cleaning is essential for maintaining your typewriter's appearance and functionality. Use a soft brush to remove any dust or debris from the type bars and other exposed parts. For stubborn stains, use a slightly damp cloth, but avoid excessive moisture. Never use harsh chemicals or abrasive cleaners, as these can damage the finish of your typewriter. Proper storage and handling are not just about preserving the physical integrity of your typewriter, they also reflect a deep appreciation for its historical significance and craftsmanship. Each careful movement, each thoughtful cleaning, is a testament to your commitment to preserving this remarkable piece of technology for generations to come. By following these guidelines, you ensure that your 1941 Smith-Corona will continue to click-clack its way into the future. Now, let's delve into the dreaded jammed key. A frustrating moment for any typist, but especially disheartening when working with a vintage machine like your 1941 Smith-Corona. Fear not. Jammed keys, while inconvenient, are often easily resolved with a little patience and the right technique. Let's explore the common causes and effective solutions. A jammed key usually indicates an obstruction somewhere in the intricate mechanism beneath the key. This could be a piece of debris, a stray bit of paper, or even a slightly bent type bar. Before attempting any repair, visually inspect the jammed key and its surrounding area. A magnifying glass can be helpful in identifying the culprit. Look for anything that might be interfering with the key's movement. If you spot a visible obstruction, such as a piece of paper or debris, gently use tweezers or a small, blunt tool to remove it. Work carefully and avoid applying excessive force, which could potentially damage the delicate mechanism. Remember, patience is key. Rushing the process can lead to more significant problems. If the key remains jammed despite removing visible obstructions, the problem might lie within the type bar mechanism itself. In this case, gently try to coax the jammed key back into its proper position. Avoid using excessive force, instead, apply gentle pressure, working the key back and forth. If the key still doesn't move freely, don't force it. If gentle persuasion fails, it's time to consult the manual or seek professional help. Forcing a jammed key can cause further damage to the typewriter's internal mechanism, potentially leading to more extensive repairs. A qualified typewriter repair technician possesses the expertise and tools to diagnose and resolve complex mechanical issues safely and effectively. Remember, prevention is always better than cure. Regular cleaning of your typewriter, avoiding the use of excessive force when typing, and storing your machine in a clean, dry environment will significantly reduce the likelihood of jammed keys. By understanding the potential causes and employing the correct troubleshooting techniques, you can confidently address jammed keys and keep your 1941 Smith-Corona functioning flawlessly. Let's move on to. So, you're happily typing away on your 1941 Smith-Corona, the satisfying clack of the keys filling the air, when suddenly, faint print. Or worse, a complete lack of it. Don't despair, ribbon issues are a common occurrence with vintage typewriters, and most are easily resolved. Let's tackle some of the most frequent ribbon-related problems. One of the most obvious issues is ribbon breakage. This can happen due to age, wear and tear, or simply a forceful pull during typing. If your ribbon snaps, don't panic. Simply rewind the broken ends onto their respective spools as much as possible. Then, carefully replace the ribbon with a fresh one, following the steps we covered earlier in this guide. Remember to always handle the ribbon gently to avoid further breakage. Another common problem is ribbon misalignment. If your print appears faded or uneven, the ribbon might be misaligned. Check to see if the ribbon is properly positioned within the ribbon guides. If it's not, carefully readjust it. It should sit snugly and evenly between the guides, ensuring consistent ink transfer onto the page. Ink fading is another telltale sign of a ribbon issue. Over time, the ink on your ribbon will naturally fade, resulting in lighter or less defined characters. This is simply a sign that it's time for a fresh ribbon. Replacing the ribbon with a new one will immediately restore the vibrancy and clarity of your typed text. Before reaching for a new ribbon, consider adjusting the ribbon tension. If the ribbon is too loose, it might not make proper contact with the type bars, resulting in light or uneven printing. Tighten the ribbon slightly using the tension knobs, typically located on the ribbon spools. However, be careful not to over-tighten, as this could cause the ribbon to break or damage the mechanism. Remember, regular inspection of your ribbon and prompt replacement when needed will minimize interruptions and ensure consistent, clear typing. Addressing these ribbon issues efficiently keeps your 1941 Smith-Corona performing at its best. By understanding these common problems and their solutions, you're well equipped to maintain the smooth operation of your vintage typewriter. Let's proceed to. Few things are as frustrating as a paper jam, especially when you're in the middle of a creative writing session or important document. But fear not, fellow typists. With a little patience and the right technique, you can easily resolve paper jams on your 1941 Smith-Corona without causing any damage to the delicate internal mechanisms. First, assess the situation. Carefully examine where the paper is jammed. Is it caught near the platen, the rollers, or perhaps further inside the machine? Knowing the location of the jam will guide your approach to removal. Avoid forceful pulling or tugging, as this can tear the paper and potentially damage the machine's components. If the jam paper is visible and accessible, gently try to pull it straight out, following the path it took to get jammed. Work slowly and steadily, avoiding any sudden movements that could worsen the problem. If the paper tears, don't panic. Remove the larger pieces first, then carefully work on the smaller fragments, using tweezers if necessary. Sometimes, the paper might be caught deeper within the typewriter's mechanism. In such cases, you might need to open the machine's casing to gain access to the jammed paper. Consult your typewriter's manual for instructions on safely opening the casing. Once open, carefully locate the jammed paper and gently remove it, avoiding any contact with the delicate internal parts. If you're uncomfortable opening the typewriter, or if the paper jam is particularly stubborn, it's best to seek the assistance of a qualified typewriter repair technician. Attempting to force the paper out could lead to further complications and potentially irreparable damage. A professional will have the expertise and tools to resolve the jam safely and efficiently. Prevention is always better than cure. using high-quality paper that's the correct weight for your typewriter, avoiding overfeeding paper into the machine, and ensuring the paper path is clear of obstructions will significantly reduce the likelihood of paper jams. By following these steps and practicing preventive measures, you can keep your 1941 Smith-Corona running smoothly and enjoy the satisfying experience of mechanical typing without the interruption of paper jams. Now, let's explore. While we've covered several common issues, your vintage 1941 Smith-Corona, like any mechanical machine, might encounter other problems. Recognizing these issues and knowing when to seek professional help is crucial for preserving its longevity and functionality. Let's delve into some less frequent, yet potentially significant, mechanical problems. One potential issue is a sluggish carriage return. If the carriage return lever feels stiff or doesn't move smoothly, it could indicate a problem with the carriage return mechanism. This could stem from dried lubricant, worn parts, or even a small obstruction. Before attempting any repairs yourself, try lubricating the mechanism with a specialized typewriter lubricant, ensuring you use only a minimal amount. If the problem persists, it's advisable to consult a professional. Another potential problem is uneven typing. If some keys strike more forcefully than others, it could be due to issues with the type bars or the segment mechanism. This often requires a more advanced level of repair expertise, and attempting DIY fixes could lead to more significant problems. It's best to consult a professional for diagnosis and repair in this situation. If you notice unusual noises emanating from your typewriter, grinding, clicking, or other unusual sounds, these could be indicators of worn parts or internal damage. Avoid using the machine further to prevent potential damage. Again, a professional examination is recommended in this instance. Sometimes, keys might become stuck or unresponsive. While we've addressed simple key jams, more complex issues might require a more in-depth inspection and repair. Persistent key problems are a strong indication that professional attention is needed. Remember, your 1941 Smith-Corona is a piece of history, and its proper care is paramount. While some minor issues can be addressed with simple troubleshooting, more complex mechanical problems should be left to experienced professionals. Attempting repairs without the proper knowledge and tools could lead to irreversible damage. Prioritizing professional help when needed ensures your typewriter remains functional and preserves its historical value. Therefore, understanding when to seek professional assistance is just as important as knowing how to perform basic maintenance. Let's move on to. Now that you've mastered the basics, let's put your skills to the test with a practical exercise, writing a formal letter. This will demonstrate the elegance and precision achievable with your 1941 Smith-Corona. We'll cover proper formatting and addressing techniques, essential for creating a polished and professional correspondence. Begin by inserting a clean sheet of high-quality paper into your typewriter. Ensure it's aligned correctly to avoid uneven margins. For a formal letter, we'll use a standard block format, where all text is aligned to the left margin. First, type your return address in the upper left-hand corner. Include your full name, street address, city, state, and zip code, each on a separate line. Skip a line after your return address. Next, type the date, again aligned to the left margin. Use the standard month-day-year format, for instance, October 26, 2024. Skip another line. Now, type the recipient's address. Start with their name and title, if applicable, followed by their company or organization name, if applicable, street address, city, state, and zip code. Each element should be on a separate line, all aligned to the left margin. Leave a line space after the recipient's address. Now for the salutation. Use a formal greeting like Dear Mr. Ms. MX, last name, followed by a colon. Remember to double space after the salutation. Now, begin writing the body of your letter. Each paragraph should be double-spaced, with a single space between paragraphs. Maintain a professional and courteous tone throughout your letter. Once you've finished writing the body, skip a line and type your closing, such as sincerely, respectfully, or cordially. Skip for lines, giving space for your signature. Type your type name below the space you've left for your signature. Finally, proofread your letter carefully. Correct any errors before removing the paper. Remember, the beauty of a typewriter lies not only in its functionality but also in the meticulous attention to detail it encourages. This process, while seemingly straightforward, showcases the precision and attention to detail that made typewriters such iconic tools. This formal letter, typed on your vintage Smith-Corona, will be a testament to your newfound skill and the enduring elegance of this classic machine. Next, let's explore. Now let's move beyond formal letters and explore the creation of a simple document. This will allow you to practice paragraphing, formatting, and basic layout techniques, solidifying your skills with your 1941 Smith-Corona. We'll create a short informative piece, showcasing the versatility of your typewriter. Begin by inserting a fresh sheet of paper and setting your margins. For this exercise, we'll create a document with a title, a few paragraphs of text, and a concluding sentence. First, center the title at the top of the page. You can achieve this by visually estimating the center point or using a ruler for more precision. Type your title in a larger font size if desired, although this will require multiple lines. Next, begin your first paragraph. Remember to indent the first line of each paragraph using the Tab key. This enhances readability and creates a visually appealing structure. Keep your paragraphs concise and focused on a single topic. Use the carriage return to move to the next line and ensure proper spacing between sentences and paragraphs. As you move to your second and subsequent paragraphs, continue with the same formatting, indented first line, double spacing between lines, and single spacing between paragraphs. Vary your sentence structure to make your writing more engaging. Use a mix of short and long sentences to maintain a natural flow. For this short document, aim for 3 to 4 paragraphs, each expanding on a different aspect of the document's central theme. This will give you practice in managing the flow of information and structuring your text effectively. Remember that clear and concise writing is key, even on a typewriter. Once you've completed your paragraphs, type a concluding sentence summarizing the document's main points. This sentence should concisely encapsulate the information presented in the preceding paragraphs. Then, proofread your work meticulously, checking for any typing errors or formatting inconsistencies. Creating this simple document will reinforce your understanding of basic formatting and layout, preparing you for more complex projects. This exercise highlights the surprisingly versatile nature of your 1941 Smith-Corona, proving that even a simple document can be crafted with care and precision. Let's continue our journey by having crafted your letter with precision. The final touch lies in addressing the envelope with equal care. This seemingly simple task is crucial for ensuring your correspondence reaches its destination and reflects the professionalism of your letter's content. Let's explore the correct way to address an envelope using your 1941 Smith-Corona, emphasizing neatness and accuracy. First, ensure you have the correct size envelope for your letter. Insert the letter, ensuring it lies flat and does not bulge. Now, place the envelope on a firm, flat surface. This will provide stability and prevent smudging or uneven typing. Begin by addressing the recipient in the center of the envelope. Use a similar format to the letter's addressing, starting with the recipient's name and title, followed by their company or organization name, if applicable, street address, city, state, and zip code, each on a new line. Remember to maintain consistent spacing between lines. Aim for a visually balanced layout, ensuring the address is neither cramped nor excessively spread out. The neatness of your addressing reflects the care you've taken in crafting the letter itself. A well-addressed envelope signals professionalism and respect for the recipient. After typing the recipient's address, move to the upper left-hand corner of the envelope. Here, you will type your return address. This ensures your letter can be returned to you if undeliverable. Use the same format as the recipient's address, including your full name, street address, city, state, and zip code, each on a separate line. Maintain consistency in spacing and alignment for a cohesive look. Double-check your typing for any errors. Accuracy is paramount. A misspelled address can lead to delays or misdelivery. Take your time, and if necessary, use a pencil to lightly mark the center point and alignment guides before typing. Once you're satisfied, carefully remove the envelope from the typewriter. Observe the result. The perfectly aligned address adds the final touch of professional elegance to your correspondence. This seemingly small detail speaks volumes about attention to detail and respect for the process of communication. Now, let's move on to... As you've expertly navigated the mechanics and artistry of your 1941 Smith-Corona, let's delve into the rich history behind this iconic machine. Understanding its legacy adds another layer of appreciation to your experience. The Smith-Corona Typewriter Company, a name synonymous with quality and reliability, emerged from a merger in 1903 between the L.C. Smith & Brothers Typewriter Company and the Corona Typewriter Company. This union brought together two industry giants, each contributing its unique expertise and technological advancements. The resulting company quickly established itself as a dominant force in the typewriter market, renowned for its innovative designs and durable construction. The early 20th century witnessed a surge in the demand for typewriters, driven by the expanding business world and the rise of mass communication. Smith-Corona capitalized on this opportunity, producing machines that were both efficient and reliable, catering to the needs of businesses, writers, and individuals alike. The 1941 model you're using represents a significant milestone in Smith-Corona's history. This era saw advancements in design and manufacturing techniques, leading to typewriters that were more robust and user-friendly. The 1941 Smith-Corona, with its sturdy construction and dependable mechanism, became a staple in offices and homes across the nation. It was a symbol of progress and efficiency in a rapidly changing world. Throughout the mid-20th century, Smith-Corona continued to innovate, introducing features like portable models, electric typewriters, and even early word processing capabilities. They adapted to evolving technological landscapes, staying competitive while maintaining their commitment to quality. However, the rise of personal computers in the late 20th century eventually marked the decline of the typewriter industry. While the age of the typewriter may have passed, the legacy of Smith-Corona remains. Their machines, including your 1941 model, stand as testaments to an era of elegant engineering and the enduring power of the written word. The satisfying click of the keys, the precise alignment of the letters, and the tangible connection to the past are all part of the enduring appeal of this iconic brand. Now, let's explore. Beyond the satisfying click of keys and the precision of perfectly aligned letters, the typewriter held a profound impact on society. Its rise to prominence coincided with a period of immense social and technological transformation, fundamentally altering communication and work practices. Before the typewriter's widespread adoption, correspondence relied heavily on handwritten letters, a process that was time-consuming and often limited in terms of volume and clarity. The typewriter revolutionized this, allowing for the rapid and efficient production of documents, significantly increasing communication speed and accessibility. Businesses flourished with the ability to produce mass mailings, invoices, and internal memos with unprecedented speed and legibility. The typewriter became a cornerstone of the modern office, a symbol of efficiency and professionalism. It empowered secretaries, journalists, and writers, transforming their work processes and expanding their productivity. The ability to create clean, crisp documents facilitated clearer communication and improved record keeping. The typewriter also played a crucial role in democratizing access to information. While initially expensive, its cost gradually decreased, making it more accessible to a broader range of individuals. This helped spread literacy and enabled more people to participate in the written exchange of ideas. The typewriter's impact extended beyond the purely practical. It provided a tangible link between thoughts and words, a physical manifestation of ideas taking shape on the page. The rhythmic tapping of keys became a familiar sound in offices and homes alike, a soundtrack to the progress of the 20th century. The typewriter's influence on work culture was substantial. It created new job roles and redefined existing ones. It standardized business communications and introduced a new level of formality in professional settings. The typewriter's impact reverberates even today. Its legacy continues to shape our understanding of communication and the written word. Now, let's consider. Having learned the intricacies of operating your 1941 Smith-Corona, you've undoubtedly developed a deep appreciation for its craftsmanship and historical significance. But your journey with this magnificent machine doesn't end with mastering its mechanics. The world of vintage typewriters extends beyond mere functionality. It's a realm of collecting, preservation, and the appreciation of a bygone era. Your 1941 Smith-Corona is more than just a writing tool. It's a piece of history, a tangible link to a time when the click of keys was the soundtrack of progress. The value of vintage typewriters like yours lies not only in their historical significance but also in their aesthetic appeal and inherent craftsmanship. These machines represent a level of quality and attention to detail rarely seen in modern manufacturing. The sturdy construction, the precision engineering, and the elegant design all contribute to their enduring appeal. Collectors seek out these machines not only for their functional capabilities but also for their beauty and the sense of history they embody. The collectability of vintage typewriters is driven by several factors, including the brand, model, condition, and rarity. The Smith-Corona name carries significant weight in the collector's market, and the 1941 model, with its unique features and historical context, is particularly sought after. The condition of the machine plays a crucial role in determining its value. Well-maintained and original typewriters in excellent working order command higher prices than those requiring significant restoration. Rarity also significantly impacts value. Certain models or variations, produced in limited numbers, are highly prized by collectors. Beyond monetary value, owning and preserving a vintage typewriter offers a unique connection to the past. It's a tangible piece of history that allows us to appreciate the artistry and ingenuity of a bygone era. Proper care and maintenance are essential to preserving these machines for future generations. Regular cleaning, lubrication, and careful handling will ensure that your 1941 Smith-Corona continues to click and clack for years to come, a testament to its enduring quality and your dedication to its preservation. Now, let's move on to... Now that you've mastered the fundamentals of operating your 1941 Smith-Corona, let's explore some more advanced techniques to elevate your typing experience and unlock the full potential of this classic machine. While the 1941 Smith-Corona may not offer the versatility of modern word processors with their myriad fonts and formatting options, there's still a surprising depth of creative control to be discovered. One area to explore is mastering the nuances of spacing and line breaks. Experiment with different indentation techniques to create visually appealing paragraphs and lists. Consider the impact of varied spacing between words and sentences to achieve a particular rhythm or emphasis in your writing. While your typewriter may not have multiple typefaces, you can create visual interest by utilizing different letter styles and sizes where possible, and using bolding, through repeated typing, for titles or headings. For more complex documents, consider the effective use of page breaks and section headings. Planning your document structure before you begin typing is essential for achieving a professional and organized final product. This careful planning and execution will highlight the precision and attention to detail that characterize work produced on a classic typewriter. Think of the impact of creating a multi-page letter or report, a testament to the writer's dedication and the machine's capabilities. Creating tables might seem challenging, but with careful planning and precise spacing, you can craft functional and aesthetically pleasing tables. Remember, the beauty of the typewriter lies in its simplicity and elegance. A well-crafted table, created with care and precision, reflects this beauty and showcases your mastery of the machine. Experiment with different approaches to discover what works best for you. Embrace the challenge of working within the limitations of your typewriter. It's a rewarding exercise in creativity and precision. The results, though achieved through a more deliberate process, will often prove more satisfying and memorable. Let's now move on to... So, you've delved into the world of vintage typewriters, mastered the art of operating your 1941 Smith-Corona, and even explored some advanced techniques. But what happens when you encounter a problem? Or, perhaps you're eager to enhance your machine's performance or even restore it to its former glory. Knowing where to find the right resources is key to keeping your typewriter in top condition and extending its lifespan. Finding parts for a vintage typewriter like your 1941 Smith-Corona might seem daunting, but with a little research, you'll discover a network of suppliers and enthusiasts dedicated to preserving these classic machines. Online marketplaces like eBay and Etsy often host listings for vintage typewriter parts, including ribbons, platens, and even complete carriage assemblies. Remember to carefully examine the listings and ask sellers specific questions about the compatibility of parts with your specific model. Specialty typewriter repair shops are another excellent resource. Many such businesses specialize in restoring and maintaining vintage typewriters, possessing the expertise and parts inventory to handle even the most challenging repairs. A quick online search for vintage typewriter repair along with your location should yield a list of potential repair shops in your area. Don't hesitate to contact several shops to compare their services and pricing before committing to a repair. Beyond parts and repairs, the internet is a treasure trove of information on vintage typewriters. Online forums and communities dedicated to typewriter enthusiasts are valuable sources of knowledge and support. Here, you can connect with experienced users who can offer advice, troubleshooting tips, and even share sources for hard-to-find parts. These communities are vibrant hubs of information, sharing tips, tricks, and even stories about their own vintage machines. Join the conversation and become part of a global network of typewriter aficionados. Furthermore, consider consulting vintage typewriter manuals and repair guides. These resources often provide detailed diagrams, instructions, and troubleshooting information specific to your 1941 Smith-Corona model. These guides can be invaluable for understanding your typewriter's inner workings and performing basic maintenance tasks. Many manuals are available online as PDFs or can be purchased from specialized booksellers. Remember, preserving your typewriter is an investment in both a piece of history and a unique writing experience. With the right resources, you can ensure your 1941 Smith-Corona continues to click for years to come. Let's move on to embarking on your vintage typing journey with a 1941 Smith-Corona is an exciting experience, but avoiding common pitfalls is crucial for preserving this beautiful machine. Understanding these potential problems and how to prevent them will ensure your typewriter enjoys a long and productive life, producing crisp, clean text for years to come. One frequent mistake is applying excessive force. Remember, the 1941 Smith-Corona is a precision instrument, not a brute force machine. Gentle pressure is all that's needed when striking keys. Forceful typing can damage the delicate internal mechanisms and lead to uneven print or even broken keys. Practice a light touch, letting the typewriter's mechanics do the work. Another common issue stems from neglecting regular cleaning. Dust, debris, and olding can accumulate inside the typewriter, hindering its smooth operation and potentially causing jams. Regular cleaning, as we've previously discussed, using a soft brush and compressed air, is essential for preventing these problems. Remember, preventative maintenance is far more efficient than reactive repairs. Improper ribbon handling is another area where many beginners stumble. Roughly handling the ribbon can cause it to tear or become misaligned, resulting in faded or uneven typing. Always handle the ribbon gently, ensuring it's properly seated and spooled before beginning your work. Take your time with ribbon changes. Rushing can lead to tangles and damage. Forgetting to properly lubricate the typewriter's moving parts can lead to increased friction and wear, eventually causing malfunctions. Follow the lubrication instructions in your manual, using the recommended type of lubricant, and pay attention to the specific parts that require lubrication. Neglecting this crucial step can shorten the life of your typewriter significantly. Finally, avoid using the typewriter in extreme temperatures or humid environments. These conditions can cause the metal parts to expand or contract, potentially leading to misalignment or damage. Store your typewriter in a cool, dry place when not in use to protect it from environmental factors. By avoiding these common mistakes and embracing a proactive approach to care and maintenance, you'll ensure your 1941 Smith-Corona remains a reliable and enjoyable writing companion for many years to come. Now, let's explore. So, you've mastered the basics, cleaned your machine, and understand the mechanics of your 1941 Smith-Corona. Now it's time to focus on honing your skills and transforming yourself from a novice typist into a confident wordsmith. Improving your typing speed and accuracy on a vintage typewriter takes dedication and practice, but the rewards are well worth the effort. First, focus on developing a consistent rhythm. Avoid erratic keystrokes, instead, aim for a steady, even pace. This will improve both your speed and accuracy, minimizing errors and enhancing the overall flow of your typing. Practice typing short sentences or paragraphs repeatedly, focusing on maintaining a consistent rhythm. Next, practice touch typing. Looking at the keys slows you down and hinders accuracy. Train your fingers to find the keys without looking, focusing on muscle memory and finger placement. There are numerous online resources and typing tutorials that can help you develop your touch typing skills, even if adapted for a non-standard keyboard layout. Regular practice is essential. Set aside dedicated time each day, even if it's just for 15 to 20 minutes. Consistency is key to improvement. You can use short stories, poems, or even your own writing as practice material. The more you type, the more proficient you'll become. Don't be afraid to make mistakes. Everyone makes them, especially when learning a new skill. Focus on identifying your errors and correcting them. Analyze your typing patterns to identify areas where you struggle and concentrate your practice on those specific areas. This targeted approach can significantly enhance your overall performance. Experiment with different typing techniques. Try varying your sentence structure, incorporating different punctuation marks, and practicing with various types of text. This will help you adapt to different writing styles and improve your overall typing versatility. Remember, mastering the 1941 Smith-Corona isn't just about speed, it's about developing a unique style and rhythm that reflects your individual approach to writing. Now, let's discuss. Beyond the practical aspects of writing, using a 1941 Smith-Corona typewriter offers a unique sensory experience unlike any modern device. It's a tactile and auditory journey that engages your senses in a way that digital typing simply can't replicate. The satisfying thunk of each keystroke, the rhythmic clatter of the carriage return, and the satisfying weight of the machine itself all contribute to a deeply engaging experience. The tactile feedback is remarkable. Feel the firm resistance of the keys as your fingers strike them, the satisfying click as the type bars spring back into place, and the smooth yet firm movement of the carriage. It's a physical interaction with the machine, a connection that transcends the simple act of transferring words from your mind to paper. This physical engagement fosters a deeper connection with the writing process itself. You're not just typing, you're actively participating in the creation of your text. The auditory experience is equally captivating. The distinctive clack of the keys, the whirring of the carriage return mechanism, and the gentle hum of the machine all combine to create a unique soundscape. This is not the silent hum of a computer, this is the symphony of mechanical precision, a soundtrack to your creative process. Close your eyes and listen, the sound alone is almost meditative, a rhythmic accompaniment to your thoughts. The weight and feel of the machine itself are equally important. The solid construction, the substantial weight, and the satisfying heft in your hands all contribute to a sense of permanence and stability. It's a tangible connection to a bygone era, a reminder of a time when technology was built to last and valued for its craftsmanship. This visceral experience is a significant part of the appeal of using a vintage typewriter. It's more than just a tool, it's a connection to a richer, more tactile way of creating. Now, let's explore. Your journey with your 1941 Smith-Corona typewriter doesn't have to be a solitary one. The world of vintage typewriters is filled with passionate enthusiasts, eager to share their knowledge and experiences. Connecting with others is a fantastic way to enhance your own skills, troubleshoot problems, and discover a whole new community of like-minded individuals. Online communities are a treasure trove of information and support. Numerous forums, social media groups, and online marketplaces are dedicated to vintage typewriters. These platforms provide opportunities to ask questions, share tips and tricks, and connect with experienced users who can offer valuable advice. You can find solutions to common problems, learn about rare models, and discover new ways to utilize your typewriter's capabilities. These online communities are a vibrant hub of activity, a place where you can share your successes and learn from others' experiences. Beyond the digital realm, consider seeking out local typewriter clubs or groups. These often organize meetings, workshops, and even typewriter repair sessions. Connecting with fellow enthusiasts in person provides a unique opportunity to learn from each other, share your passion, and build meaningful relationships with people who share your interest. This face-to-face interaction adds a personal touch to the experience, fostering a sense of community and shared purpose. Participating in these communities offers numerous advantages. You'll gain access to a vast pool of knowledge, learn from the experiences of others, and find solutions to problems you may encounter. You'll also have the opportunity to share your own insights and experiences, contributing to the collective knowledge of the community. Moreover, joining these communities provides a sense of belonging, connecting you with a global network of typewriter enthusiasts. It's a chance to celebrate your passion and engage with a supportive community of people who share your love for these remarkable machines. This shared passion fosters a vibrant exchange of ideas and mutual support. So, take the plunge, connect with others, and let the clack of your keys echo across the typewriter community. Next, let's discuss. While letter writing remains a classic and rewarding use for your 1941 Smith-Corona, the creative possibilities extend far beyond correspondence. This magnificent machine is a tool for artistic expression, capable of producing far more than just business letters and personal notes. Embrace its versatility and unlock a world of creative potential. Consider the art of typewriter poetry. The constraints of the typewriter, the fixed typeface, the limited characters, can inspire unique forms of expression. Experiment with line breaks, spacing, and the visual arrangement of words on the page to create visually striking and emotionally resonant poems. The physical act of typing, the rhythmic clack of the keys, can become a meditative process, enhancing the creative flow. Why not design your own personalized stationery? Craft unique headers and footers, experiment with different fonts and spacing, and create a distinctive visual identity for your written communications. Imagine the elegance of a handwritten address, typed with precision on beautifully crafted stationery, a touch of old-world charm in a digital age. This personalized touch adds a unique element to your correspondence, showcasing your individual style and creativity. The typewriter's potential extends to visual art as well. Experiment with different colored ribbons, creating striking visual effects. Explore techniques like layering text, creating patterns, or using the typewriter as a tool for abstract art. Imagine the possibilities: bold statements, layered textures, and surprising visual effects, all achieved with this single, versatile machine. Think beyond the limitations of traditional text, and unlock the potential of your typewriter as a tool for visual exploration. Beyond personalized stationery and poetry, think about creating unique greeting cards, crafting personalized invitations, or even designing one-of-a-kind artwork. The possibilities are endless. The tactile and auditory feedback of the typewriter can enhance the creative process, transforming the act of writing into a uniquely satisfying experience. Embrace the limitations, revel in the process, and discover the surprising artistic potential of your 1941 Smith-Corona. Let your creativity flow, and see where this remarkable machine takes you. And now, let's delve into. We've explored the joys of using your 1941 Smith-Corona, from mastering the mechanics to unlocking its creative potential. But to truly appreciate this timeless machine, we must emphasize the crucial role of long-term care. Think of your typewriter not just as a tool, but as a cherished heirloom, a piece of history deserving of respect and meticulous attention. Regular maintenance isn't merely about keeping your typewriter functioning, it's about preserving its historical significance and ensuring its longevity. Consistent cleaning prevents dust and debris from accumulating, hindering the smooth operation of the intricate mechanisms. Imagine the delicate balance of levers, springs, and gears within. A build-up of dirt can disrupt this delicate harmony, leading to jams, sticking keys, and ultimately, damage. Remember the importance of gentle handling. Avoid forceful typing or slamming the carriage return. Treat your typewriter with the respect it deserves. Think of each keystroke as a delicate interaction with a finely tuned instrument. A gentle touch will extend its lifespan significantly, preserving both its functionality and its aesthetic beauty. Regular lubrication is essential. The moving parts of your typewriter require periodic lubrication to prevent wear and tear. Use a high-quality typewriter lubricant, sparingly applied to the appropriate parts, ensuring smooth movement and preventing friction. This seemingly small act of care significantly impacts the longevity of your machine. Consult your typewriter's manual or online resources for specific lubrication points. Cleaning the type bars and platen is critical. Dust and ink residue can accumulate on these surfaces, affecting the clarity of your typing. Regular cleaning with a soft brush and a gentle cleaning solution will keep these components free from debris and ensure crisp, clear typing for years to come. These seemingly small acts of maintenance are essential for preserving the functionality and beauty of your typewriter. Proper storage is equally vital. Keep your typewriter in a cool, dry place, away from direct sunlight and extreme temperatures. Cover it with a soft cloth or protective cover to shield it from dust and moisture. By following these simple steps, you'll be safeguarding your typewriter for generations to come, preserving a piece of history for years of enjoyment and creative expression. Now, let's move on to. While this guide has equipped you with the knowledge to handle many common typewriter issues, some problems require the expertise of a professional. Knowing when to seek expert help is crucial for preserving the integrity of your 1941 Smith-Corona. Don't be afraid to ask for assistance, it's a sign of responsible ownership, ensuring the continued life of your cherished machine. Persistent mechanical problems, despite your best troubleshooting efforts, warrant professional attention. If keys consistently stick, the carriage jams repeatedly, or the type bars malfunction frequently, it's time to consult a typewriter repair specialist. Ignoring these persistent issues could lead to more extensive and costly damage in the long run. Prevention is always better than cure, and seeking early intervention can save you significant time and money. Complex internal malfunctions are beyond the scope of basic home maintenance. Issues involving the intricate internal mechanisms, such as the escapement mechanism or the segment shift, are best left to experienced technicians. These components are delicate and require specialized knowledge and tools for repair. Attempting repairs without the necessary expertise could cause irreversible damage. Unusual noises, beyond the familiar clack of the keys, should also raise a red flag. Grinding, screeching, or other unusual sounds often indicate a problem requiring professional attention. These sounds are often indicators of worn-out parts or misalignment, requiring specialized tools and knowledge to diagnose and repair. Ignoring these warning signs could lead to further damage. Similarly, if you're unsure about a repair, err on the side of caution. Attempting repairs without sufficient knowledge could worsen the problem, potentially causing irreparable harm to your typewriter. A qualified technician possesses the expertise and tools to diagnose and resolve complex issues efficiently and effectively. Remember, your typewriter is a valuable piece of history, its preservation should be a priority. Finding a qualified repair technician might require some research. Online communities dedicated to vintage typewriters can be invaluable resources, connecting you with experienced individuals who can offer guidance or referrals. Don't hesitate to reach out, preserving this piece of history is a collective effort. Now, let's discuss. Your journey with your 1941 Smith-Corona doesn't end here. The world of vintage typewriters is rich with history, community, and ongoing learning. To further enhance your skills and knowledge, I encourage you to explore the wealth of resources available both online and offline. The internet offers a treasure trove of information. Websites dedicated to vintage typewriters, such as Insert Relevant Website 1 here, Insert Relevant Website 2 here, and Insert Relevant Website 3 here, provide valuable insights into maintenance, repair, and the history of these iconic machines. These platforms often feature forums where enthusiasts share their experiences, troubleshooting tips, and restoration projects. Engaging with these communities fosters a sense of shared passion and provides a supportive environment for learning. You'll find answers to questions you haven't even thought to ask yet. Beyond websites, YouTube offers a plethora of video tutorials. Search for 1941 Smith-Corona Typewriter Repair, Vintage Typewriter Maintenance, or Smith-Corona Typewriter Restoration, and you'll uncover a wealth of visual learning opportunities. Watching experienced users demonstrate techniques provides a practical, visual complement to the written instructions found in manuals and online articles. These videos often cover specific repair techniques and maintenance procedures in detail. Books provide a more in-depth exploration of typewriter history and mechanics. Search your local library or online bookstores for titles focusing on vintage typewriters, typewriter repair manuals, or the history of the Smith-Corona brand. These resources provide a deeper understanding of the mechanics, history, and cultural significance of your machine. They often contain detailed diagrams and explanations that enhance your understanding beyond online tutorials. Don't underestimate the value of local communities. Antique shops, vintage stores, and even local typewriter repair shops can be invaluable sources of information and support. Connecting with local enthusiasts allows for hands-on learning and the opportunity to exchange knowledge and experience directly. The human connection is invaluable in this journey. Remember, learning is a continuous process. Embrace the challenges, celebrate the successes, and continue to explore the fascinating world of vintage typewriters. Your 1941 Smith-Corona is more than just a machine, it's a portal to a bygone era, a testament to craftsmanship, and a canvas for your creativity. The journey of discovery continues. So, there you have it, a comprehensive guide to navigating the wonderful world of your 1941 Smith-Corona typewriter. From the satisfying clack of the keys to the subtle art of ribbon replacement, we've covered the essentials of operation, maintenance, and even some advanced troubleshooting. Remember, consistent care is key to preserving this remarkable piece of history. Regular cleaning, gentle handling, and proactive maintenance will ensure your typewriter continues to serve you for years to come. This isn't just about using a machine, it's about connecting with a bygone era, embracing a slower pace of communication, and rediscovering the tactile joy of creating something tangible. The rhythmic tap-tap-tap of the keys, the satisfying weight of the carriage return, these are sensations that digital devices simply can't replicate. It's a tactile experience that fosters a deeper connection with the words you create. Beyond the practical aspects, we've explored the creative potential of your typewriter. Use it to craft personal letters, compose evocative poetry, or even design unique stationery. Let the limitations of the machine inspire your creativity. The constraints often spark ingenuity, explore the possibilities. Don't be afraid to experiment. Try different writing styles, experiment with different types of paper, and discover the unique character of your typewriter. Each machine has its own personality, its own quirks, and its own story to tell. Embrace those imperfections, they are what make your typewriter truly unique. The online and offline communities we discussed offer a wealth of support and inspiration. Don't hesitate to reach out to other enthusiasts. Sharing knowledge and experiences is a vital part of preserving this fascinating piece of history. The collective knowledge is vast and waiting to be explored. Now, it's time to put your newfound knowledge into practice. Dust off your 1941 Smith-Corona, insert a fresh ribbon, and start typing. Let the rhythmic clack of the keys transport you to a time of elegant correspondence and creative expression. Let your fingers dance across the keys, and let the words flow. Thank you for joining me on this journey into the world of vintage typewriters. May your typing be filled with creativity, your repairs successful, and your appreciation for this iconic machine ever growing. Happy typing! Your journey with your 1941 Smith-Corona typewriter is just beginning. This guide has equipped you with the knowledge to operate, maintain, and even creatively utilize this remarkable machine. But the real adventure lies in your own personal experience. Now it's your turn to put your newfound skills to the test. Imagine the satisfying click-clack of the keys as you compose your first letter, poem, or short story. Picture the weight of the carriage return, the crispness of the paper, and the unique personality your typewriter brings to your writing. This isn't just about typing words, it's about crafting a tangible piece of history. It's about embracing a slower, more deliberate process of creation. It's about rediscovering the tactile joy of writing. But your experience doesn't need to be confined to your own personal journey. We live in a world connected by technology. Let's use that connectivity to share our collective passion for vintage typewriters. I urge you to document your experiences, share your creations, and connect with a vibrant community of fellow enthusiasts. This is where social media comes in. Share your typewriter adventures, your triumphs, and even your challenges, the triumphs of perfectly typed pages, the challenges of a stubborn ribbon jam, the sheer joy of creating something beautiful and tangible. Capture the essence of this vintage machine, its charm, its quirks, and its unique place in the history of writing. Let's build a shared online space where we can celebrate the artistry of the written word and the enduring legacy of the 1941 Smith-Corona typewriter. Share photos of your perfectly typed pages, videos of your typewriter in action, even stories about your experiences, both the successes and the learning curves. To connect with this growing community of enthusiasts, use the hashtag #Smith-Corona1941stories. This hashtag will serve as a central hub where we can all share our experiences, offer support, and inspire each other. Let's create a vibrant online community, showcasing the enduring appeal of vintage typewriters and the unique charm of the 1941 Smith-Corona. Share your triumphs, share your challenges, and most importantly, share your passion. Let's celebrate the art of typing, the beauty of vintage machinery, and the enduring connection between writer and machine. The world is waiting to hear your #Smith-Corona1941 stories. Let's connect and celebrate.